If you're looking to break into web development in 2026 and you're following 2025 and older practices, you're most likely not going to break into the industry. Hi guys, my name's Akin and welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to break into web development in 2026 without following prior old outdated practices. So in former practices, you're going to learn things like just do HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That's great for back then. It's still great for right now to learn the fundamentals because you also have to know how a web page works, how to structure the skeleton of a website, how to write functions, things like that. So those are great fundamentals to learn. It's just now fundamentals don't fundamental let me choose my words wisely. Fundamentals do not equal modern jobs, if that makes sense. So if you're going to be looking for a job in 2026 and you only know those three features, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you're most likely not going to get a gig. So nowadays, with the incorporation of AI libraries and frameworks such as Next.js, React.js, and things like ChatGPT, those are what companies are going to be looking for you to utilize to build websites or to build web applications. So now, if you're going to break in, you want to do things like incorporate libraries like React.js rather than just learning JavaScript. You have to learn things like React.js and Next.js as the framework. Learning how to use things like VPSs to deploy your application is also very, very, very useful because now you have job security. Use VPSs rather than them have a networking personnel that has to do that for you. So I am a full stack developer. So I believe in 2026, the only way to go about web development is by being a full stack developer. That's even if you're a front end developer, there's still to be a complete developer now, you're still going to have to understand how the backend framework works, how the backend works. So I'm not saying front end developing is gone or front end developing is not a role anymore. I'm just saying to be a more complete developer, I believe you have to be a full stack developer nowadays. You have to understand how the front end and the back end works. You also have to understand how the back end and the front end works. So system design is also something that's going to be very, 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 very useful. How do you start an app from scratch and work it to deployment? How do you make sure things don't break? So how do you use APIs? How do you call APIs? How do you make sure you catch those APIs or cache those APIs, store data so it's not always constantly calling on the APIs. These are things you're going to have to learn to go forward. Now, AI plays a huge part because rather than running away from AI or being scared of it or believing AI is going to take your job, you're going to have to utilize AI. AI is going to help you with those concepts that you don't understand yet. So whether it's working with the VPS and deploying your application, you have AI as a partner or a buddy facilitate that can help you facilitate your project, to facilitate the deployment of your project. So things like that are why the old method of just understanding how to build a website, making a CRUD application, or just building a simple weather app or something like that doesn't work anymore. So if you're going to watch tutorials, you want to watch the breakdown of how things work. So if you're going to start from scratch, you want to watch HTML. You want to watch HTML videos or HTML projects where they show you how to structure the skeleton of an application or of a website. CSS, you want to understand how to actually make your website look more creative. And with JavaScript, now not only are you writing functions, but you're using libraries to build more robust style applications. You're using Next.js as the framework to build more robust style applications. Now, as someone who builds projects on their website, I'm going to ask you to build the project with me in order to see how the project looks. But then you're going to have to go a step further to build something similar to it by yourself, by and just using my project or whichever project you're looking at as references. So to break into web development, it should be noted that you're going to be using JavaScript mostly as the coding language. But don't shy away from things like CMSs. So CMS meaning content management system. I have videos on my channel that explains the different types of CMSs. So don't shy away from CMSs. Don't shy away from VPSs. Using AI to understand how to make your websites or your web application more robust. Using it as a way to architect your web application is something that's going to be needed going forward. You're no longer going to have just building the skeleton of the application and then sending it to someone else to do something else to work on another part of the project. You should be able to start a project from scratch, understand what's going on, understand the system design, and then finish out the website by deploying it. So these are what the employers are going to look for to understand that, hey, we, instead of spending money on 3 different developers, this person can kind of do the work of one developer, which is what technically this is why AI is quote unquote going to take the jobs in the job market, because rather than pay 3 different developers, why not just build an AI system or pay for an AI subscription that's going to be able to do the jobs of those 3 people for cheaper. So you want to be quote unquote that AI system. You want to be able to take as much information in from your project manager or from whoever the job is coming from and be able to build out a robust system from it. Using AI is a perfect as a perfect buddy system is going to be what enables your projects to stand out. Don't run from AI. Try to use AI to actually facilitate your job processes. Now, are there roadmaps you can take? Yes, you can. You can do HTML, you can do CSS, you can do JavaScript. Then I'll say you could jump right into Next.js without doing React as much, because Next.js is built on React. So if you kind of understand Next.js, watch tutorials for that on how to set up a Next.js application, you should be fine with React. Now you can also do React and then Next.js, but because the learning curve is so much it's not as steep, so you can always do that. But I would say skip React, go right to Next.js because it's so robust and it's built on React. So that is one way to jump into web development. I'm going to advise you not to jump in and not to use different coding languages when you're going to start. So don't say, hey, Python is raining right now, let's jump into Python or C++ or this and that. I would just say jump right into JavaScript, because that is the backbone of web applications. So jump right into that. Try and master it. There's no really master in JavaScript, but try and understand as much as you can using AI, YouTube tutorials, and things like that. Try and stay away from applications such as building weather apps. Now, at the beginning, you can do that. But don't make that what goes on your portfolio. Build things like resume builders. Resume builders help show that you can incorporate AI, you can incorporate API calls, you can connect your data, you can connect data to a database, so things like that. You also have to know how to work with databases. So you can start out by using BaaS, so backend as a service, with things like Superbase. So that helps a lot. By being able to be a full engineer, full stack engineer, if you might say, it gives you more leverage in the web application, in a web development in a web development community, or in a when looking for a web development role. Gone are kind of the days where all you're doing is designing a website as a front end developer. Now, web design is completely different. I'm not touching on that, but I'm saying as a front end developer where you're designing and building out a website. Because if I'm a back end developer that can do front end, I will have a better chance of getting hired than you just being a front end developer that can't do anything else. So things like that in 2026 are what you should look out for. If you don't have a subscription to things like ChatGPT, I would recommend you get that as a developer, because rather than going to YouTube to help find out tutorials or find out answers for very, very minute problems. So let's say you wanted to call an API, you're forgetting how to do that. Rather than go to YouTube where you're gonna have to sift through hundreds of various videos and skip through various people talking before you actually get to the part of the video you want to watch, you can easily ask the AI, hey, I'm stuck here, how do I proceed? And rather than just looking at the AI as someone feeding you answers, if you learn from it, if you ask it the proper questions, you're going to be able to properly learn how to be a better developer. So I hope that was enough for you guys. If you have more questions, don't feel free to ask in the comment section. And that's pretty much it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy New Year once again, and I'll see you guys in whichever video we decide to build out next. Peace.